I'm going to show you a very simple solar experiment which is aimed at school children aged between the ages of about 6 and 8. And what it is basically to make a paper plate which spins around through using a solar panel to make it spin. And the equipment that you need is blank paper plates, one for each child, some washable felt tips, small solar panels and small electric motors. You can get these from electrical distributors or for Centre for Alternative Technology. You've got an online shop where you can buy them for £2 or £3 each. These are a bit more expensive. And what we're doing is we're experimenting with different sizes of solar motor and solar panels. And what you'll find is that you need the right size of solar panel for the right size of motor. And this is what we're going to use this morning. This size of solar panel, which generates about 3 volts of power, and this motor, which also works at 2 or 3 volts. We also need a few simple things like plastic propeller, these little crocodile clips to join things together, and some blue tack to stick the propeller onto the back of the paper plate. Right, the first step then is to give the children each paper plate and ask them to do a pattern. Here's some nice examples that children have already done. So very, very simple, especially younger children really like this. Make a different pattern. It doesn't matter what type of pattern it is, because it'll change as the plate spins faster and slower, which I'll show you later. So once the pattern is made on the paper plate then is fixed to a propeller using blue tack. Then the motor, what I've done here is mounted the motor on a stand with a little clip on the top of the stand and 2 wires connected to the back of the solar motor. Then carefully holding the motor, press the propeller onto the shaft of the motor. And just make sure it spins freely before we do anything else. Then take the solar panel that's suitable for that size of motor. The solar panel has 2 wires, the motor has 2 wires, and very simply just connect the crocodile clips together so the solar panel is connected to the motor and the paper plate. Then in this case we're going to use a desk light because we're inside, but normally this could be done outside, which is even better in a bright sunny day. So here we've got a source of light, the solar panel, put the solar panel under the light and the paper plate spins. And children find this quite fascinating. As you see, if you put the solar panel further away, the plate spins slower, you get a different pattern. If you move it closer to the light, the solar panel makes more electricity and the plate spins quicker. Finally, when the experiment's finished, you remove the propeller from the motor. When you're doing that, hold the motor firmly and pull off the propeller so that you don't pull the wires off the back of the motor. So luckily it's a sunny day today, so we're going to test the solar panel and the spinning plate outside, which is much more natural. So what you find here is that it spins much quicker than when we're using it with the light. Even with the solar panel laying flat on the table, it's still spinning quickly. If anything, you need to put your fingers to block off part of the solar panel to slow it down. So have fun.